Good pressure from Martinook. He is a fiend on the puck. Carrier, wraparound, goal!
Fox sending it across. Stenlund at 8:38.
There's a goal.
And the Rangers answer back.
Miller, I think, is going to get it. He tried to shoot it in. I believe it hit a stanchion.
This Svechnikov. Hit it to Jarvis. Jarvis waiting. Still hanging on. He turns and scores! Seth Jarvis! Stepping in to come away with a puck. Still fighting for it in the corner. Palat, he'll lose it. Natchez, back out. Shot! Score! It's October! Let's see a ghost! Shane Gostisbehere! Puts it on the tape of Drury. Drury behind the net. Markstrom keeps it going. Past the halfway point of the third period. Orlov shot! The score! Deflected out in front. And welcome to the National. His first NHL goal. Jackson Aho taking himself. He couldn't get a good shot away. Fans on it. Canes are changed up. Now Aho has it. Empty net. Bingo!
Good save by Mrazek, by the way, as he got a piece of that shot off the right side.
That's a tough one, too. Smith does a good job of going against the grain.
Taylor Hall on the attack. Hall scores!
Kotkaniemi carry this in deep into the corner. He'll absorb a couple of hits, but he'll get it to Blake. Out in front, and they'll score! 1 minute has gone by in this 4-minute double minor. Natchez into the Pittsburgh zone. He'll feed it across. Svechnikov, Gostisbehere, they score!
Josh Morrissey toward the goal. Connor thought about the shot, sends it over, and Scheifele stick handles. Velarde tees it up, and they score! And it's Nikola Ehlers with his first 2-0 Winnipeg. To count, that's a good Dallas team that they played. Now an opening for Nikola Ehlers, scores!
Jarvis. His pass is deflected from the longtime veteran Ryan Suter. Suter in his 20th season. Now Carolina out in front, they'll score! Now Svechnikov, side of the net, working his way closer. Back for Aho, Gostisbehere. Does he have a lane? He takes it, he scores!
Bruce Hamilton, and for years as director of player personnel, Lauren Fry do a terrific job. There's a turnover chance for the Hawks. A shot. They score! Taylor Hall cuts the lead to 1.
It's Skinner! Oh my goodness, call the Mounties! Gostisbehere with it. Kane still keeping the pressure on. Gostisbehere hammers it! Oh! Gostisbehere will get to the rebound. He'll keep it in. Natchez, he's got Aho. He tees it up. Game over! Sebastian Aho wins it in overtime!
6'6", 248 pounds, Nikita Zadorov. Left side, it's Duchesne cutting to the net. Stankoven scores!
And with Ryan Lomberg, that's one of the things where he plays on that edge. Carolina tries to make it pay, and Svechnikov's shot goes just wide. Now it's Aho. Side of the net, Jarvis scores! Deep, and Bladar will make his way to the Flames bench for the extra attacker, and the Canes will send it out. Now Robinson, if he gets to an empty net, bingo!
Extra attacker coming on. Connor will wait for Ehlers to get on the ice. Here he is. Ehlers fires. Scores!
Jets top-ranked power play going to work. Number 1 in the NHL. Puck goes through Wolf, and Ehlers will bang it in. Wow.
Nice power play entry, middle lane drive from Natchez.
Now Natchez with it. Svechnikov shoots, he scores! The power play! Of course, we'll be back in Carolina. Right now, Jarvis in on a break, and he scores! Oh my goodness! Undresses Decord! Quick out is played right back up by Carolina. And as Blake rolls off his stick, here he hammers and he scores! Besser heads to the bench. Natchez heads into the Vancouver zone. Natchez. He'll leave it for Gostisbehere. Gostisbehere finds Aho! He scores! Of Carlo into the corner, but Carolina can keep it in. Long drive, they'll score! Svechnikov out in front with the deflection. And goes side of the net. Natchez, Gostisbehere. Natchez taking a look. There's Jarvis out in front. Svechnikov, he pokes it home! On Halloween night, as Carrier will get to this. Take the shoulder out in front, they'll score! That's part of what his makeup is. He's aggressive. That's part of what makes him what he does. Now Kotkaniemi, he scores! He gets on the board, his first of the year.
Niederreiter heads off. Jets right back on at speed from Ehlers. He'll hit the line. Ehlers fires it. Scores!
They're finding their offense.
The puck kept in by Sandberg as he swatted at it. It bounces. Ehlers is on it. Nikolai Ehlers. Snapshot scores! Talk about shot first for Nikolai. He almost had a third. Here he is again. Played it to the Farmers League. It's on Ehlers. Scores! Ehlers trying to anticipate. Hagel. Shedley. Empty net. Jets. Nikolai Ehlers. He'll take the shot and score!
Caps have to hurry. They'll hammer it out. Wilson can't handle it. Free puck. Svechnikov. Bingo! 4-2 Carolina. He'll paw it down and play it back. Orlov with it. Orlov pressured at the point. Behind the net for Drury. Out front for Blake. They score! Philly a free pass to clear. Try again. Natchez. Go across the rink to score! Robinson hammers it home. Martinook all the way around for Burns. Burns to Slavin. Slavin trapping out in front. They score! Jordan Martinook. Canes get it out over the blue line. 8 seconds left. Now right back in. Konechny loses it. And Jarvis is going to get a piece. Bingo!
He thought that he had a chance at drawing a penalty after that block.
Now Stahl goes skate to stick. He'll drift in for Martinook. He scores! Might have hit the post on the way by. That was rocketed. Svechnikov was up top. Now another chance from the point. They'll score! Looking to add more. Chatfield will drop it back. H is deflected for Robinson. He scores!
Stars hanging on to a 2-1 lead. Out for Ben. He'll play it to Stankoven. A backhand will hit pay dirt.
Connor to Morrissey. Feeds it over. Shively. Now Velarde. Ehlers has cruised to the slot area. Shoots it. Scores!
Deflects. To the corner it goes. Trying to make a play with it. No score out in front. Jordan Martinook. And the Canes will hang on. Chatfield to Aho. Aho leaves it. Natchez is shot deflected. Martinook scores!
He didn't recognize he had help darting in, a dangerous D-man in Erik Karlsson. That fizzles away. The Stars Stankoven shot, scored!
Tight turn at the Vegas blue line. He'll keep it in. Looks for Walker. Instead, he'll go across for Kotkaniemi. Now it's Walker. Drive through. They score! Now Natchez will step with it into the Vegas zone. He'll turn, drop back, shot. Hill with the same rebound. They'll score! Yes, Barry Kotkaniemi. But the Canes will win the draw. Stahl gets it back, and the Canes send it 200 feet. Now Martinook will set up a chance, and they'll score! Short-handed!
I think they really wanted to practice here yesterday, but with all the travel Saturday, they obviously didn't.
Now Slavin shot redirected, they'll score! Now along the boards, they will fight for it. Kicked out, and Carolina gets it free. Taking aim, bingo!
Follows the bouncing puck. Worked over to Heiskanen again. He's got Thomas Harley. Shot and loose, score, Stankoven!
There's a deflection as Martinook got a stick out in front. Forsberg able to hold the line now. Sharp angle, Martinook scores! Change now back for Gostisbehere. He'll hang on. He'll get it to Natchez. Natchez looking across the seam. Oh, scores! Space out. Here's Gostisbehere. Gostisbehere's drive, rebound out in front. Svechnikov, Blake to the rebound, and the rookie scores! Jackson Blake with 5 minutes left, and now an empty net for Stahl to Carrier. Carrier in alone. Bingo! Sent across for Natchez. Up top, Gostisbehere. Natchez with it. 25 seconds left. They'll score on the power play. Svechnikov from Natchez. As Carolina now going to work, keeping the puck in. Good work by Orlov. Long drive. Kicked away. Rebound. They'll score!
defended by Grons, playing in his second NHL game for the Flyers. Chatfield shot, score!
Commissioner Mr. Bettman and Bill Daly, the deputy commissioner, and all of the partners of the National Hockey League.
Drop by Aho, score! Fedotov got a piece of it. Quickly play, throwing everything at the net.
Hurricanes have won 11 of their last 12 against the Flyers, and they take a 3-1 lead. The shot by Orlov deflected in front.
It's more marginal.
Now Svechnikov will add to a plus. What a shot from Andrei Svechnikov. Severson's hammered by his own man, Fantilli. Now the Canes going to work. Orlov, side of the net, Chatfield, he scores! It's worked around Necas. He goes side of the net. Blake was looking for Aho, comes back for Necas. Now Aho, they score on the power play! Sebastian Aho!
Ties the game, beautiful goal.
As you mentioned, Marty Necas now has 2 assists, and now another chance and in the lead! Stankoven will get it quickly across, but Carolina knocks it away. Aho, he's got Jarvis coming with him. Aho finds Jarvis, he scores! Now Aho sweeps this. 1 shot on goal. Canes doing the job. Jarvis, Aho, they score! For Svechnikov, he was tied up by Lindell. Gostisbehere with a keep. Necas with the turn. Back for Gostisbehere. Shooting lane, he scores! Burns and Marchment fencing, and Drury wins it clean. And the Canes get it out, Svechnikov. He's got Aho with him. Svechnikov, bingo!
I thought he should have done so.
Necas will leave it in here. Gostisbehere right back for Necas. Waiting seconds of the power play, they'll score! Jesper Kotkaniemi, then a quick shot put on there by Blake. Gostisbehere. He finds Robinson. Kotkaniemi, stuff chance, he scores! Now he'll drop it back here. And Roslovic with speed. He gets it to Drury. Drury across, slot, Blake, he scores!
In for Nolan Allen on the blue line. First period is brought to you by Toyota. Here comes Hall over the line. Shoots, scores! Taylor Hall, 17 seconds in! As the Hawks dump it right back in again. That's the big defenseman, Louis Crevier, at the end of his shift. Throwing in front. They score the rebound. Ricocheted off traffic in front. And good work by the Stars along the boards. Tied up. Hawks trying to work it free. Brendan Smith's out of the box. Smith got it in front. Here's Hall. Scores for the hat trick.
5.5 minutes of this game, and he's a big guy that can skate.
Now here's a stretch pass coming in on the back end. He scores! Seth Jarvis. He'll jump on Gostisbehere, but he's able to keep it in. Roslovic, Walker shot. He scores! Blake behind the net. He'll play it back. Chatfield. He'll look his shot through traffic. They score! Carolina. And that turkey trot week, as we labeled it. 2 wins. Now Carolina with a chance out front. Robinson, he scores!
Saros checks over towards the bench. Is he going to go? He hasn't started yet. In the circle, Smith. Out to the point. A blast. Rebound. Off the post and in!
Eric Robinson with a goal against Seattle. Now Necas back for Robinson. They've hooked up quite a few times. Now Burns shot one. They score!
And you're just not able to hit Svechnikov on the back door. That was the A chance.
Svechnikov, Aho, Jarvis scores! With 24 seconds left. Aho tries. That's deflected away. Canes will keep in. Drury. Svechnikov. Bingo! And a clearing attempt by Pulock goes off the stick of Gostisbehere. Islanders are going to try to change up. Canes are going to try to take advantage. As Svechnikov has a lane, feeds it, they'll score! Carolina trying to space out the Islanders' penalty killers. Aho dances with it along the blue line. He'll make a tight turn across for Gostisbehere. Out in front, loose to score! Bounces. Now it finds Svechnikov. Back for Necas. Necas up top, faking the shot. Gostisbehere, rebound comes up. They score! Side of the net.
A goal and 2 assists. Bjorkstrand, 2 goals and 2 assists. That line has done pretty well for the Kraken tonight. And the Rangers with an answer.
Stolen by Dickinson.
What a
Makes
play.
a nice pass. 2-on-1. Bedard with Hall. Connor Bedard. Hall cuts in. Scores! Taylor Hall. What a game is he having or what?
And Walker will get to it. Roslovic will take the pass. He'll turn away and send it in deep. Pass and across. Gostisbehere shoots. He scores! Robinson able to get it. Jarvis setting up. Aho out in front. Vanacek got a piece. Celebrini tries to clear. Checked out from distance.
Tried to stick handle, just rolled away at the last second. He plays it back to Vlasic. Nice pass in front. Hall scores!
The Asbury Kotkaniemi. Big moment here as the Canes will knock it away. Jarvis, he's got Aho with him. Jarvis comes in. Aho waits, scores! As far as the Canes zone, and it's turned back the other way. Good play by Martinook. Now Stahl, he'll get to it. He'll cut behind the net, looking for Carrier back in. He scores! Try to muscle his way through Severson. That'll come off the back of the net, and Orlov will be able to get to it. He gets it. Stahl winds one up. They score!
The Jackets in a back-to-back. Their will has not gone away.
Now it's back in. Is Kotkaniemi with a drive. He scores!
Aho down low. Svechnikov goes back to Aho. Plays catch. Svechnikov charges it and scores!
Ultimately, as I say, you can't buy champagne with beer money. You got to pay the price to get elite goaltending.
Jordan Stahl to the net, kicks in, score! On the rebound. 2-0 Canes. Svechnikov and Martinook, the goal scorers for Carolina. Play quick shot. Roslovic saves. Sorokin, another save, and score! Burns hits his own man, Slavin, but it comes out. Now here comes Aho. Could be 2-on-1 with Robinson. Aho, score!
Roslovic, a good job along the boards, but it'll be kicked out by Wilson. Burns reads the play. Canes tag up. Jarvis with it. He's going to take it. Quick shot. He scores!
Power play, the top power play in the NHL. Getting to work here. Healer scores!
Didn't we say he hadn't had a goal in 10 games?
And Shesterkin has to use the stick to get that away. Power play's over. Canes in command of the puck. Quick shot. Bouncing, they'll score! He'll work it in. Kochetkov comes to cut it out. Svechnikov gets a stick to it. Mr. Empty Net with the puck. He's going to hand it across for Aho. Bingo!
Tearing down the tunnel. Jankowski is loose. He scores!
A ton of puck pressure in a variety of different ways.
Now here comes Carrier off of the draw, going coast to coast. Carrier flips a shot on Saros. Martin stole a score to push the lead to 4-0, but Stahl with his fourth of the year has got Carolina in. Now Jarvis across. Aho! And they'll score! Working around. Robinson. He'll leave it there for Jost. Back for Burns. Shot through traffic, and Markstrom makes the save. It's loose. They'll score!
Low part of the net. Nick Blankenberg shot through the middle. Rebound. Great stop by Hofer. Another shot. They score!
He gets the shot off. Does Jack Hughes. It makes it seem a little bit heavier. Now here's Aho with a chance. Rolling puck. He settles it. And he scores! Under the corner it goes. Kotkaniemi is able to get it. Back for Burns. And set something up here. Kotkaniemi with it. He scores!
Stanley, long pass across for Ehlers. He's back against Sanderson. Ehlers cuts into the middle. Scores!
Lead the Blackhawks 2-0. A pair of power play goals for St. Louis. Donato keeps the puck alive. Taylor Hall scores!
And that's just out of the reach of Robinson. Eric Robinson again having a fine season with 9 goals and 10 assists, and now trying to get the puck set up. Backhand, they'll score! Centered across Kotkaniemi, and he crashes into Bobrovsky. He was hauled down, no call. They keep it moving. Carolina puts a shot on. I think it hits Kotkaniemi. Second chance, they'll shoot and score!
Takes it, he finds Nemesnikov. He's in with Niederreiter. Nemesnikov forced to the outside. Pion, quick shot, tipped into the net. They score!
Kotkaniemi put a little token pressure there on Karlsson, and he'll head to the bench. This will be flipped and knocked down at center ice. Aho with speed. Aho. Jarvis, he scores! The Canes do a good job with Chatfield and Orlov to knock him off of his path, and now it's played for Aho. Spun back, Chatfield, he scores! He heads up, they're trying to clear and can't do it. Good work there by Burns. Stahl, Svechnikov, Jarvis, he scores! Back across, Aho gets a stick to it. He's been on the ice for a while, but he'll keep it. Across the ring, Orlov shot, save made, rebound! Game over!
The goalie they have dubbed the Big Cat. He is still spry as ever. Good face-off win for the Kings. Back in, it gets through! They score! You can see Hedman trying to mark him there. One back for Burns. Burns tries to shuttle that one quickly. And that was blocked out by Chafee. They'll shoot, score!
Look at Toronto. They're playing really high in the D zone. Another opportunity for them to tip the puck out.
Puck is with Robinson off the post, and oh, it's in! Third shot bounces in front just by Wall. Now the Kings have some life after that goal. Pass in front, score! Jordan Staal!
The first couple power plays in their last game in Philly, and he has faith because Mitch Marner is so good defensively.
Shorthanded, Martinook, Staal, shot, score!
As Chatfield slowly comes up. Here's Matthews, the line back out there. Marner and Nyes. Here's Blake. Jackson Blake to the net. Shot, score! In the lead zone. Gets around Riley. Throws it back to Burns. Fires towards the net. Score! Hat trick! Jordan Staal! Jordan Staal not on the ice, but Seth Jarvis is going to get the empty net goal to make it 6-3.
Zeros on the scoreboard. JT Miller works the puck. Staal lets it go back. Orlov's right back for Staal. He scores! As you know, Mike Commodore is not bashful at all. One of the best personalities in the game. Now, Svechnikov out of the corner. He scores!
Jet zone. Kiviranta tried to play it. Sandberg will find it though. Sandberg returned to the lineup last night against LA as Ehlers scores! Malinsky holds his own. Colton along the boards. Without a stick, Lowry has got it. Through center to Ehlers. Empty net scores!
Natchez to Svechnikov. 10 seconds left in the power play. Gostisbehere. Bring it back. Natchez. Aho. Side of it. They score! Natchez. Canes keeping the pressure on. Burns. Right back for Natchez. Natchez. To Jarvis. He scores!
Man, wouldn't that have been something? That thing was shot 14 feet wide of the net.
Steele with a shot, another rebound, score! Duchesne on the near side, he had his lane cut off, and it's Robertson. Got it over to Duchesne, turns, scores! Kotkaniemi racing ahead. And he'll send it around towards Brent Burns. Coming to Slavin. Scores!
Martinook will get a stick to it. Staal behind the Vegas net. Back up top for Burns. Burns to Slavin. Slavin shot deflected. But it'll find Martinook out in front. Jarvis, he scores! Steps out from beneath the goal line. Stuff chance denied. And Svechnikov going with it. 3-on-2. He'll feed Blake. Blake with the back end. Let's score! But Slavin and Martinook get in the lane. Excellent team defense. And it leads to a 2-on-1. Staal across. Jarvis, he scores!
I always thought that Tyler Bertuzzi would be a good street hockey goalie.
Here's Donato from behind the net. Trying to win it in front, jammed on goal. They score the rebound.
And now here's Bedard. Connor Bedard has it knocked away. Aho taking a look. He's going to feed Jarvis. Jarvis in on Mrazek. Jarvis with a shot. He scores! Slavin gains center ice. Whipped around the boards. Kotkaniemi looking to make a play. He'll draw two defenders. Robinson will take the puck out in front. They score! Plays it Chatfield, rink wide. Orlov, his shot through traffic. Rebound was there. Second chance. It's still loose. Canes digging for it. They score! See if Slavin's going to go for a change. He's been on since the start. He will. Out comes Burns. Natchez with it. Natchez stops. Face off dot. Across. Oh, he scores! Game over!
It's one of those type of plays.
Stankoven's been involved. Svechnikov, but a lot of passengers on both teams. Here's a chance. Kotkaniemi score! Now they'll try to keep the pressure on. Walker. His shot is blocked. Again, that was an even strength goal. Walker. Save. Andre deflects in.
Panarin has it again. Controlling. Got the pass through to Borgen in the middle. Keandre Miller. He scores!
Go to the umbrella. Settle it down there with Natchez. Natchez in the slot, turns it across. Oh, let's score! There's the urgency and a power play goal. Anderson Robinson around the boards. Up for Jarvis. Jarvis. He's got Johnson to the front of the net. They score! Eric Robinson!
Out shooting Columbus 14-0. Less than 8 minutes into this period.
Blake, a sharp angle. Tarasov doesn't know where it is. He scores! Will be taken away. Blake, and the score! Sebastian Aho! This one up, 9 seconds left, out of the box. Comes Stahl, he'll make the play to 2-on-1. Jarvis, he's got Martinook. Jarvis, Martinook, he scores! Sperry coach Kiniemi will wave this one in. Tarasov will settle up for Favreau, who will give away Natchez with a good stick out in front. Coach Kiniemi scores! As Columbus has to retreat into their own end. 2 minutes remaining here in the third period. Stahl gets it up. Jarvis, empty net. Bingo!
Way back when Brian Bellows, that was quite something. Watch out, a breakaway for Nikolai Ehlers. Takes a look, here he is, Nikolai Ehlers, score!
Now Rantanen forces D'Angelo to play it around the boards. Anthony Duclair can't handle it. Out in front, the score! We'll get some help, and the Rangers look to clear only as far as center ice. Tipped up here, and the captain has it. Oh, correction, it'll be Taylor Hall. He'll drop it back. Svechnikov shoots and scores! As he was trying to get fancy and drop that one back for Miller. Now the Canes with 34 seconds left. Back in. Rantanen waits. Svechnikov, he scores! Taking a look, feathering it across, and getting a chance here was Aho. That'll be kept in. Bouncing puck. Aho settles it down. He scores! Stahl. He'll turn with it. Behind the net, Martinook. Martinook will play it away out for Jarvis. He scores!
Gotta get it back to the blue line. Quick shot. There's Perfetti with a backhand attempt. And Korpisalo made a chance. And Ehlers scores. Mason Lohrei with a terrible play.
Along the boards, but good pressure by Jarvis. And Jarvis will get it up to Jaska. Jaska back for Jarvis. He scores! Another shorty! Around the boards, it's Doc. Blake will come up with it. Blake looking for a shooting angle. That goes off the post. Rebounds available. They score! Jacob Slavin! Hall, he's got Kotkaniemi. Hall's going to take it across. Marvelous defensive play made by Gavrikov. Carolina will keep it in. Walker tees it up. They score! Anderson as Thomas lost it. Now here comes Robinson the other way. He scores!
Keandre Miller to JT. That's blocked by Theodore. Oh, good retrieval by Panarin. Shot by Keandre Miller. He scores!
Wanted to flank Granlund in front and just skipped away. Elmer's Leakins had two. He threw one to the corner. Stars are in, they score!
Svechnikov played it back to the line for Dmitry Orlov. Now Svechnikov for Jarvis, tried to tuck one out. Aho spins, scores!
To Sandberg and back. Drilled in off the end glass. Mesnikov. Perfetti, great speed, and Ehlers scores!
Carconi takes a shove. Good hustle there by Chatfield, Martinook, and the Canes can transition. It's a 2-on-1. Stahl with Chatfield. Stahl, Chatfield, he scores! It'll be controlled by Svechnikov. He'll whip it for Burns. Now a chance for Jarvis. He scores! It's a power play goal! Schmaltz still can't do anything with it. Now it's a skate race. Can Jarvis get to it? Out of the net comes Vermelka. It rolled enough. Vermelka gives it away. Aho waiting. Back and he scores!
What a play by Chatfield. Has he ever been all over this thing in all three zones?
Jarvis will take the puck into the Utah zone. Out in front for Aho. He scores!
It's old school, but you need 2 points, and you don't need Freddie Anderson coming in.
What you do have now is Jarvis coming in on Vermelka. He scores! It's a 6-on-5. Marino's drive deflects wide. Aho tries to get to it. He'll play it up for Martinook. Martinook takes a look, takes aim. Bingo! Empty net goal!
For Svechnikov. He sends this one back across. Gostisbehere. Canes moving with some speed here. It's out in front. They score! Backhand this one out. Gostisbehere, though, paws it down. He'll get it for Svechnikov. 20 seconds left in the matching minors, which is 4-on-4. Now Svechnikov lets it go. They score! And now Carolina will push the pace here. Shot right on by Slavin. Now back for Burns. They're trying to get it in. Slavin. He scores! A bouncing puck. Jacob Slavin.
And
They lose it. A chance for Cole Perfetti 2-on-1 with Nikolai Ehlers. A shot, and that one is a goal from Nikolai Ehlers.
All the way back in the game in January against the Carolina Hurricanes.
Yeah, but he's been a good fit, period, in Buffalo.
Now the square out front, Stahl with the deflection.
Blake's been very good early. Taylor Hall's the guy that makes the play to allow the one-on-one ability of Blake.
Byram loses it up front. Oh, he scores!
Saturday, Burns turned it over. You got to be sure. He made a heck of a play.
This is dropped for Roslovic. He tries to drop it back. Power gets there. Walker keeps it in. Loose puck out in front. Go score! Now Thompson. He's bothered by Jarvis. Jarvis takes it away. Empty net. Sets Jarvis. Bingo!
Steele. Curling, finding Lindell. Shot, stop, rebound, score! Logan Stankoven! In the corner, has it taken away by Doughty. And peeled off the wall, hits with a shot, stopped, rebound, score! Tucked in!
Their looks here. Gostisbehere, crowd coming to life. Whipped across. Rantanen out front, the score! Sebastiano! Trying to spin away from Hall, who labels them. Kadri put himself in the boards that way as he spun. And looking for something. Kane's coming the other way, though. It's Blake out in front. They score! 1 minute, 50 seconds left here. 3-on-3 overtime. Slavin across for Aho. Back for Slavin. Back to Aho. Tees it up. Game over!
There's a 3-on-2 Rangers. Quick transition. The lead to Keandre Miller. He scores!
Nashville has a shot at the empty net with a 3-on-2. Sisson's trying to get free. He's got Jankowski. And Jankowski scores!
Sider able to clear. Chatfield will knock this down. Now it's defenseman on defenseman here, and Chatfield will come up with a better of the play. Centering it out in front to the back, and they score! That kind of tendon in his hand, didn't miss a game, and then Rod Brind'Amour, who is playing with one leg. Now Stahl with a stuff chance on the steal and scores!
Connor could not play it. Jets retrieve the puck, though. Connor at the dot, waiting. Ehlers stepping out again. Shot, scores! This Morrissey, Velarde cruising to the front of the net now. Connor, cross ice, and he got it through. Ehlers scores! Another power play goal for the Jets.
Back into the Bruins zone. Laura. We'll drop this back, but dangerous play as Aho comes up with it. Cuts to the net, waits, and scores! A little too far. Pasternak has it taken away by Jarvis. Right in front of the Bruins bench. Now it's given away. Jarvis, shot, he scores!
Sort of cut you off. Not at all. Jets win the draw. You see that till the last second, too. So, yes, he's all right. Here's Nikolai Ehlers. Scores!
Gostisbehere will chip it up. To the blue line, not out. No chances. That's deflected and sent down. And the Canes. Here comes an opportunity. Jankowski scores! He sees Robinson coming. Jankowski will keep it in along the boards. Robinson with it now. Roslovic out in front. It's on the goal line. They score! Svechnikov sweeps one for Aho. A minute gone by here on the power play. Gostisbehere with it. Waiting, gets the shot through. They score! The puck goes to the bench. Kane's trying to get to the puck. Chip free by Martinook. He'll work it out. Here comes Jarvis. Seth Jarvis. Empty net. Bingo!
Kucherov's there, swept it across, intercepted by Jarvis. Lugs it out for Aho. Final 5 seconds. Jarvis on the move, short-handed. Score! He's come up with 2 huge ones in the last couple minutes. Martinook, a backhander. Score!
Getting closer and closer to the playoffs, making sure that it's nothing.
Yeah, he's got no shots in this game when he was out there. Walker scores!
Shoots into the Flyer zone. On the backhand, Erickson makes the save. Blake to the rebound. Blake turns. He'll dip beneath the goal line. Cut out in front. Loose point of blue paint. They'll score! Kochetkov works it around and out. And here comes Robinson. Skates are working for him here. Eric Robinson, good look. He sweeps it out front. They score! Oh, trying to get a pass again to Roslovic. Good play by Edmondson to get a stick through. Kings will work it in. Now a chance to score! Jarvis will take the tip from Aho. He'll peel this one back. Walker driving in. Chatfield shot. He scores! Bounce bounce free. Robinson tries to get a stick to it, and he does. Eric Robinson is able to chip this one out. Can it find the back of the net? Bingo! Here comes 10 seconds in. It's a cash pop power play. Canes are 0 for 2, but they've had some good looks on the man advantage. Gostisbehere right away. Backhand chance. They'll score! For Peltier.
And when you create those numbers that Chatfield and Walker did on Michkov, well, it's excellent.
Now here's a chance, and he scores!
Including the centerman Nemesnikov to Ehlers, cuts from the slot. Nikolai Ehlers scores!
Nice play there by Blake to keep it in. He'll find Jarvis. He'll bounce it. Aho tries to get to it off the side of the net. And Blake will get it back, and they'll score! Dancing with it and turning is Aho. He'll get it down low for Blake. Blake steps away. He creates some space out for Aho. He scores! Gostisbehere keeps it inside the blue line. Hall behind the net. Taylor Hall. He finds Walker, who lets it go, and he scores!
Trocheck in with Othman. Here's Keandre Miller. Pass in front, they score! A deflection in front!
Fiala. Free zone play for Fiala, considering he started the whole thing. Their transition game has been excellent.
Now Carolina comes right back and scores!
Fifth career three-point game. That 3 assists equals a career high. With speed, Nikolai Ehlers shoots, scores!
We talk about maturation of players. Burns with a drive, but it goes off of Jost. He centers it. They'll score! Walker gets in. Dostal with a kick save. Rebound, Stankoven. He'll play it back for Gostisbehere. Gostisbehere gets some room. His shot whistle just went back in. They score! Jordan Martinook. Fling that one over the top of the net. Canes keep it in. Great puck movement early in this one. Blake, he'll step out in front. Who's puck? They score! He'll chase after this. And he'll play it around the boards. Canes now out in the slot. Hall, side of the net, backhand. He scores! With 2:05 remaining here. And a broken stick by Carlson, and Carolina can ice this one. With the chance for the hat trick, and he scores! But there's 45 seconds left here, and the penalty to McCarron as the Canes reload. As Jarvis sets it in, and what a goal! Taylor Hall!
Got good patience on the defense, Rick. Long feet ahead. Here's Nikolai Ehlers, fires, and he scores!
Carolina will get that chance. Right now it'll be Aho, Blake, and Jarvis. This shot deflected out in front, they'll score! Sebastian Aho! Out in front looking for Hall. Good stick again there by Savard for the Canes keep. Now a chance out front, they score! Taylor Hall! That doesn't make it all the way through. Gostisbehere with a great handle. He finds Blake. Up for Jarvis. Jarvis has got Aho coming in. Cross. He scores! He's going to get to the loose puck. Andrei Svechnikov turns, tries the side of the net, he'll score! Bingo! Welcome back, Andrei Svechnikov. This one forces Jankowski back into his own zone. Jost tips it out, and Robinson using that speed to get to it. He'll send it out in front. He scores!
In Carolina, boy, Robinson and Jankowski, they are going right now, and Jost made a heck of a play in all of them.
Now Martinook, they put it out in front, they'll score! Try to chip that one out, but Pageau will get to it. Jarvis, though, seals it off. No exit. He'll lay it for Hall. Back for Gostisbehere. Oh, one-time reach, scores! Just does it again. Knocks down that puck at the boards. Aho now to Jarvis. Jarvis, he'll get the shot, scores! Lee drops it back. Romanov looks to clear, kept in. Excellent play, Jarvis to Aho. Back across, he scores! They'll send this deep. This one for Chychrun. Now a chance to score! Walker sends it up front. There's traffic. As this is left here. Blake works it across Aho. One-time, no faking the one-timer. Gostisbehere couldn't get it through. Second chance. They score! Jackson Blake. To Aho. Back to Gostisbehere. Gostisbehere looking. Jarvis, he scores! Oh, mercy!
Keandre Miller gets over to keep it in. Borgen has some room. That was a pass off the stick. Miller Keandre Miller scores!
3-0 Carolina. All 3 goals coming in the first period. Now Roslovic feathers it. Stankovic scores!
And Jarvis has that quick release.
Canes win it clean. Blake on the backhand, and he scores! Deflected out to center ice. Canes deposit it back into the Detroit zone where Hall goes back. Watched by Jarvis, given away. Drop for Blake, he scores! Rookie will stick that one back behind the goal line. Trying to get to it out in front, and an opportunity, and it trickles in, and they'll score!
Brings it across the line in the high slot with a drop. That wrister just goes wide. Thrown through the slot. Another chance. Rolling save. Now it's in. Goal!
Getting to those loose pucks, and here they come again.
Blake moves in off the tip from Jarvis to the backhand. Save Lindgren, and he gets blown up into the net.
Not just sitting on that 2-goal lead.
There's a shot attempt. Score from the left point. Martinook ripped a wrister. Jarvis, left wing pass. Walked in Aho. Score! The one-touch to Jarvis, and we're tied. Knocked down from behind by Schneider. Maintains control of the puck. Between the legs, Jarvis. Back to Orlov. Spun across. Long shot. Score! Chatfield.
And Trocheck's hurt a little bit there. I don't know if he caught that in the wrist or midsection, but he's leaned over. You see he's playing his stick on his wrong hand right now, not using...
Aho in front. Score! And keep it moving in the offensive zone. Floats it to the corner. Blake with the pivot behind the net. Centering one out in front. Loose on the edge of the crease. Score! It's Blake! That shot caroms to the corner. Walker had a look. It's out in front. Jankowski scores! Roots it over Shesterkin. As a takeaway by Stahl. He glides down the left wing side. Shoots and scores! Protecting the puck is Kreider as the Rangers have the net empty, needing a pair with 3.5 minutes to go. Martinook eyes the empty net. Scores!
Shot as he slid across to block it, not allowing Stankoven to bury it in the empty net.
Slavin clears the zone. JT Miller blows a tire. Stankoven scores!
Burns with it. Aho back to Burns. Jarvis. Canes need a shot. Aho gets it and scores! On the power play! This will come back for Taylor Hall. Back for Walker. Walker with room. He'll make a move. He'll work this one out in front. Hall with a chance. Montembeault with a save. Second chance, they score! Nice play here. Away from Anderson. Orlov tries to get a shot through. Deflected out in front. Montembeault with a save. Still loose. They score! 3-0 Ottawa. That's Hall. Works this in now. A chance and they'll score! A quick answer right back. Yes, Barry. Kotkaniemi. Svechnikov will get this back to the point. Gostisbehere looking for some room. We'll get it back to Svechnikov, side of the net. Back to Svechnikov, he scores! A power play goal! You can hear the communication from the Canes on this one. Get it up, clearing the puck quickly. And now give away. Carolina has it. Jost in the slot. He scores! From Taylor Hall!
Late in first periods in particular in the regular season. That's going to have to change.
Win the draw. Back, Chatfield, they score! Canes will clear this one out. Carried in by Martinook. Martinook's got Stahl out in front. Hischier gets in the way. Now he'll lose the puck. Stankoven with the drive. He scores! 7 minutes left here in the second period. Canes will get this one deep. It's Stankoven. He scores! A power play goal for Logan Stankoven. Kotkaniemi with it. Looks to clear. Kept in by Brad. That'll be knocked away. Svechnikov knocks it away. He'll get it back. Svechnikov. Bingo! Second period change where the benches are. Gostisbehere slipped it out in front. Back to Gostisbehere. Second chance. He scores! Markstrom with the save. The blue paint. Now great work by Orlov. He'll pitch it away. Here comes Martinook. He's got Stahl with him. Martinook up high. He scores! Stahl needs to win it. It'll come free. Martinook. He'll settle it down. He'll turn and hand it out. And here's a chance. Empty net. Bingo! Look at Jarvis. He and Aho play with it. Hot potato back to Jarvis. He scores! A power play goal! Hischier knocked to it. Now it'll come out in front. A chance. And getting it across is Markstrom. Svechnikov. Now another chance. Aho. He scores! A power play goal! Sebastian Aho! Now Hamilton Robertson will give the puck away for Burns. He'll put it on the tape of Sebastian Aho. Aho drops it for Blake. His shot goes off of a leg. Burns will get to it. Kept in by Carolina. Spinning chance. They score! Try to clear it out, but Siegenthaler will find it. He'll play it up for Nason. Nason can't get it around Slavin. What a play by Jacob Slavin. Slavin goes short side. He scores! Aho's pass bounces, but Blake does a good job to get it to Gostisbehere. Now Aho across the rink for Jarvis. Looking for a tip. They'll score!
Svechnikov gets a look. He doesn't usually miss.
Now it's intercepted by Aho. They'll get it across Svechnikov. Bingo! Hat-trick goal! Slavin, he'll keep it in. Around the boards for Hall. Hall, side of the net, marks him on the same rebound. They score! Mark Jankowski trying a little self-flip. He will draw all of the Devils' attention. That allows Blake to cruise in. Blake, he'll step out in front. Marshall, he can't stop it! He'll leave it here for Orlov. Orlov wants to make a move. Up top, Svechnikov, he scores! Jarvis thought about teeing it up. Jarvis, side of the net, they score! Jarvis to Aho, a power play goal! It comes across Aho, wanted to get it to Jarvis off the boards. Back for Gostisbehere. Aho, game over! Series over!
Orlov. Hall got it in. Van Riemsdyk took it away. Dangerous play. Out in front, they score! Now Orlov. Around behind for Martinook. That one goes back to the point to Slavin. And they score! Jacob Slavin! Gostisbehere got cross-checked down by Roy. Aho passed it off. It ricochets to Gostisbehere. And he scored!
Just over midway through this game.
Wilson can be loud with his chirps and loud with his checks. Svechnikov scores!
Ehlers goes after it. Lindell is there. It's grabbed by Scheifele. Flipped across for Fleury. Down to Ehlers. Ehlers center scores! Ehlers picked it off Lindell. Robertson up with it. Centered in front. Bouncing puck and Hintz can't get to it. Ehlers down the ice. Empty net. Bingo!
I think that was a good move by Rod Brind'Amour.
Robinson around. Carlson scores! Aho for Gostisbehere. Feeding Jarvis. Back to Gostisbehere. One-timer missed. Blake on the opposite side. Put it out in front.
Back out for Gostisbehere, who has a point in each of the last two games. Maintains control along the line. Gostisbehere now shoots. Score! Puck taken away from McMichael. And now it's Jarvis. Hurricanes enter the Capital Zone. Off the pipe, and they score! Jarvis! Walker back to play it. Sandwiched by a couple of Caps. Now the lead pass for Hall. Moving in on Thompson. He scores! Hurricanes nearly had a 2-on-1. Now they have numbers. Here's Carrier with a shot. He scores! The net is empty. There comes Svechnikov. He scores!
Nikolai Ehlers will keep the pressure on. Ehlers back to Morrissey. Hands it off for Connor. Got it down to Ehlers. Scores! Nikolai Ehlers!
Clinch a playoff spot, but find themselves down 3-1 in the series. Here's Stahl, and with a shot, he scores!
Top the boards for Scheifele. Scheifele, cross-ice pass for Connor. Ehlers in front, scores! Perfetti backhands it out and down the ice. Ehlers, empty net, scores!
Walker with the puck, up the middle for Jarvis. In across the line. Here's Svechnikov, 2 minutes remaining. Svechnikov with tough angle, he scores! Here's Dubois with the Hurricanes leading 2-1. Chychrun knocked away by Jarvis. Puck played by Jarvis. The net is empty. Jarvis scores! Bennett was looking for it, kept away from him.
Walker with the play there defensively.
Here's Svechnikov. Shot blocked, they score! Took the Panthers to a 7th game in the Stanley Cup final after losing the first 3. Jarvis out in front. They score! Blake crashing the net. Morrow with it. Near side for Stankoven. Half minute to go on the penalty. Back out for Burns, a shot. Score! Multiple nicknames. Oh, well, the power play. Jarvis scores.
Stankoven with a beautiful pass.
Attempting to stave off elimination tonight. Here's Stankoven. Stankoven in with a shot. Score! Blocked off. The net is empty. Jarvis slides it across. Svechnikov with the feed for Aho. Scores! Fired back in by Verhaeghe. Sent down by Burns. Net still empty. And Jordan Staal makes it 3-0 Hurricanes.
Little screen there by Barkov.
And now a steal. Here comes Aho. Moving it on Bobrovsky. Score! Jackson Blake, good defensive play. And he sends the puck out. Picked up by Aho. Aho in with a shot. Score! Now Forsling with it. Deflected ahead by Svechnikov. Score!